Jon Hamm and Lena Dunham go to bat for the New Yorker magazine app, iOS 6 shows screen scaling proof, and the top 5 free iOS apps trending on Crosswalk. Today on App Judgment. This episode of App Judgment is brought to you by the 2013 Ford Focus ST. Welcome to App Judgment, your source for mobile app news and reviews. I'm Jackie Talbot.
And I'm Mauricio Balvanera, and the New Yorker magazine has a new spokesperson.
Sure does.
In the form of Lena Dunham,
yup.
Jon Hamm, and Alex
amazing.
Kaparsky. You might know Lena from Girls on HBO.
Yeah, a show I do not like, but I do like her.
Yeah, by the way, Lena's name is misspelled here because that's the way it's spelled in the
YouTube video spelled it wrong.
Come on, guys.
New Yorker, get your name spellings right.
Anyways, Lena has now taken over for Jason Schwartzman by becoming the new spokesperson. You may remember Jason's commercial from, I think, like a couple years ago.
It was 2010, yeah.
Where all of the cartoons in the issue are. Yes, all of the cartoons are.
It was funny, but Atlantic Wire doesn't like Lena at all.
They don't like this version for some reason. I don't understand. I think it's amazing.
I was laughing out loud.
I think it's so funny.
It's one of those awkward funnies that I think older generations don't quite get.
Okay, because that's like the funniest kind, is the awkward funny.
Awkward
Come on.
is funny.
Who isn't awkward?
Here's a little clip just for your info. Check out the entire clip though at this link.
Well, you know, and again with this iPhone appetizer
for the New Yorker,
it is something special. I can't. Now, do you have a deal with these guys?
No. It's just honestly, I think it's really, really important. It's almost to me. I don't do charity work.
I'm so glad you came. It was super nice to meet you. And one of these days I'm going to see something that you've done. But until that day, I'll tell everybody I'm a fan. Come back anytime.
Footer here.
Spotify finally comes to the Kindle Fire, making it one step closer to being almost as good as the Nexus 7.
Almost.
Yes, you still do need to pay the $9.99 per month for the Spotify Premium service if you want to get radio without ads.
Right.
Obviously, you will have ads if you don't pay that.
Yeah.
There is still no landscape mode, which is one thing that users were looking forward to.
Yeah, I noticed the Fire and the Nexus 7 kind of want to force you to go into that vertical mode.
Absolutely.
It's annoying to a lot of people.
Yeah, most of it is all default for that.
Yeah.
And you are still required to log in with Facebook and put all of your embarrassing tunage on blast for everyone to hear.
That's why I never listen to Britney Spears anymore.
That's why I had to give up listening to all my favorite music, is now everyone can see it all, and I have to be cool. That damn Creed, I just haven't had a chance lately.
All right, and finally, upcoming iOS 6 is scalable to a taller 640 by 1136 iPhone display. That's taller. And this shows the possible next generation device user interface. Now, 9to5Mac has reported previously that the next generation iPhone would feature a taller display that comes into a 3.999 inches diagonally with a resolution of 640 by 1136. That's only increasing the height again.
Yeah.
Now, they've run an iOS simulator application at 640 by 1136, and it turns out they were getting 5 rows of apps. The simulator will not correctly display 5 rows of icons at resolutions other than 640 by 1136, kind of proving that we're probably going to get that longer display, and in iOS 6, you're going to get that extra row.
It looks like it makes sense. After seeing the images of the 5 rows versus the current 4 rows, it almost looks really weird to see the existing layout. So. Cool.
I don't know if I'm gonna like a longer display. Like HD video, that means you're gonna have black bars on the.
It's gonna be even worse.
That's gonna be weird.
As far as like video stuff.
I just want I'm happy with my Galaxy Nexus screen right now.
Stick with that then.
Okay, I won't. All right, coming up, the top 5 free iOS games trending on crosswalk.com. But first,
Ford and the new Focus ST are back today as our sponsor. Last time around, we showed you more about the tech they're building into new vehicles like the Mustang and Focus ST, and we asked, what technology would you like to see in future Ford vehicles? Viewer John Gill from Kansas City wrote in to say that he'd like to be able to play Spotify wirelessly through his car stereo. Well, John, Spotify is not an official AppLink app, but you can stream Spotify and other non-AppLink apps wirelessly via Bluetooth in your sync-enabled Ford vehicle. Also, make sure to keep an eye out for Ford at this year's TechCrunch Hackathon, happening September 8th through 12th, where they'll be helping developers push the envelope on automotive technology even further. Thanks again to Ford for sponsoring the show today and for their commitment to technology.
If you're not already familiar with Crosswalk, it's an iOS community that helps you discover great apps by making it a social experience. You can see what apps your friends are using, see real-time app downloads, and get recommendations based on your current app collection. There's some awesome free games trending high amongst our App Judgment community, and here are the top 5 you should check out. Riptide GP takes your typical racing game and makes it an awesome jet ski game, and it's currently free in the App Store, so get to it as soon as you can. Even at its regularly 99 cents price tag, the water physics makes for awesome Wipeout-style gameplay worth picking up. Agent Dash is the latest take on Run, Jump, Slide 3D games, and this full-fat production game pretty much blows Temple Run out of the water. Yup, there, I said it. This free game that has a spy movie / Pixar Incredibles feel to it is better than the now classic Temple Run. The corners have a better feel, and Warner Brothers influenced sign splats will crack you up. Dead Trigger is just another zombie first-person shooter. On the surface, there shouldn't be anything special about this title, but you combine the nerve-wracking gameplay, awesome graphics, satisfying control, and the fact that it's free. Well, they had me at free zombies. No, I'm sorry, they had me at free zombie headshots. Oh yeah, that's satisfying. Catapult King by Chilingo started off with a little eye roll. It's obvious that this is an attempt to capitalize on the Angry Birds trebuchet genre. The first-person change-up feels a tad contrived at first, but it gets pretty challenging and, dare I say, fun. So much so that I can even brush off the stale Rescue the Princess storyline. Also, it's free. Did I mention it's free? And finally, The Heist, which was a favorite of Graham Hancock here at App Judgment back in June of 2011. It is still ranking pretty high. This puzzler may not be well known, but it's already a classic here at App Judgment. Alright, let us know what you think about these free games. You should try them all because they're free. I can only assume that they won't be free for long, so let others know whether or not they're good downloads later down the road. Make sure you subscribe to us here on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and over at revision3.com/appjudgment. We'll see you on Friday.